I remember my throat and my ears felt like they were vibrating. I had tree bark all over me, and I was trying to figure out who was screaming. And it was me, because I had just snowboarded into a tree. And it was, I didn't know it at the time, I know now, but that was the moment that my life began to change forever. So we were in Breckenridge, Colorado. I was with my wife, Brooke, and some friends, and we were on our last day of our snowboarding trip. I was racing down this black diamond called the American. A little bit about my snowboarding style, it's all gas, no brake, and I like to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I was riding switch that day. I was riding with my other leg, leading my left leg, because I wasn't comfortable doing it and I needed the practice. So I'm barreling down this run, and at the bottom of this run, there's a green called the Lower American, and ahead of me I see a skier on my right, hugging the tree line to my right, wide open space in the middle, and a large tree to my left. So I pick a line down the middle, close to the tree, and as I approach, the skier cuts left in front of me, and so I pick a line to the left of the tree, which would have been fine on any other day, except I forgot I was riding switch. So I realized I was gonna hit the tree, and I fell and took the impact with my snowboard over my right foot at about 30 miles an hour. It felt amazing. It didn't. The impact shot my foot up through my ankle. I know this moment sucks. It sucked worse for me though, I promise. It shattered my ankle into 1,000 pieces, snapped my fibula in half. My foot was just kind of dangling from my leg. So ski patrol comes up to me, and I'm not kidding, this is true. The first words out of my mouth were, "My wife is going to kill me." She's over here. And that's because that morning when she dropped me off, she said, "Tony, please be careful." And I had not been careful. So we take a very bumpy toboggan ride down to the base of the mountain, and I call Brooke. She doesn't kill me whenever she sees me. And I just tell her, "Look, I've broken my ankle before. I know, there's a pattern here. And I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be back up on my feet before you know it. And I'm gonna be snowboarding again." And the doctor heard this and interrupted me and said, "Look, you need to understand something. This is not a normal injury. You may never walk on this foot ever again." And again, it took me a long time to realize that my life had changed. I was obsessed with snowboarding. It's all I thought about. And year after year, I'd have these surgeries where I'd be in external fixators with these giant pins drilled into your bones, sticking out of your skin. And this dream of snowboarding again was fading. I mean, we were worried about, if Brooke and I decided to have kids, could I carry my kid on my shoulders? So 3 years after I snowboarded into the tree, we decided to amputate my right leg below the knee. And we had a great send-off party. I got my first pedicure and spent the whole time with this person telling me why I shouldn't have the amputation the day before I was gonna cut off my leg. But the worst part was they charged me full price. It made no sense to me. But it didn't take any courage because I wasn't afraid, and I wasn't afraid because of Brooke. So the thing you need to know about Brooke is that she's a nurse practitioner, and her specialty is palliative medicine. So she's talking to patients that have serious or terminal illness about the few terrible options that they have and helps them pick the best one based off what they want to do with the time remaining on Earth. So I was excited, and as I started going through the rehab and started learning to walk again, something unexpected happened. I started hearing from all these other people that had similar stories to me. Debilitating ankle arthritis or new amputees starting their journey. And I learned that I could help other people just by sharing the story. And by sharing the story, I learned the value of hope and humor and recovery. And I learned what it meant to be a partner to someone when you're going through sickness back to health. And I snowboarded into that tree, and I thought, that's when my life took a fork down a really terrible path. But the worst mistake I've ever made in my life is the best gift I've ever received. 5 years after I hit the tree, I snowboarded again. It was awesome. Thank you. But I have to tell you, nothing beats the feeling of being able to carry my 3-year-old daughter on my shoulders. Thank you.